my name is Carlene Hines, and this is my Persuasive Speech. So as a student that's wrapping up her K-12 career, looking back at all the positives and the negatives, one thing that's really stuck out through my career has been the controversial topic of standardized tests, mostly leaning towards the negative side with my peers as well as my teachers. Looking and doing research about standardized tests, I've begun to see the flaws within the system, as well as through my personal experience, I've been able to see what is actually wrong with these tests and why they're not an accurate representation of students. I do not believe that these should be taken into account to judge a student on their overall ability through their career. And I would also like to bring the topic up for new ideas and to better the system. I've completed research about both of these, and what I would like to cover is why this is not an accurate representation, why teachers are just teaching for students to take tests, as well as why these standardized tests can actually hinder the opportunity students can have through their careers, moving past high school. So according to the Elementary School Journal, standardized tests are not designed for students' abilities and are able to accurately show the true potential of students. This can be accounted for multiple reasons, between test anxiety, not being able to have the resources, so economic disadvantages, and home life. Not only this, but there cannot be a test that can possibly and accurately represent the student's overall ability as well as fit everyone in the entire state. The next topic I would like to discuss is how teachers are specifically just teaching to test students. So according to the NEA survey of 2015, such pressure on standardized testing has become apparent to teachers just to satisfy to teach one test. And specifically, these are just a few of them. Ohio Air Test, which is the one that all grades through Ohio have to take, as well as ACT testing and SAT testing in your junior year or your senior year, perhaps your sophomore year, and advanced placement testing that you take all through high school to apply for AP classes that can later be taken for college credit. These pressures have been put on teachers, and a survey was actually done and saying that the majority of teachers feel considerable pressure to improve students' testing scores for one test that they will take out of the year, as well as 42% say that they have negative effects on the classroom, whether this is with the climate of the classroom or on the student's confidence to ever take tests. The last point I would like to talk about is the hindering of children's opportunities. According to the National Research Council, despite using them for several decades, policymakers and educators do not yet know how to use test-based incentives to considerably generate positive effects on and achieve improvement on education. So 50 to 80% of their overall tests do not show an improvement on education or the student's confidence at all. Not only this, but after taking these tests, the students can suffer considerable deficits. This can hinder the student's opportunity to get into college as well as advanced placement classes. Not only this, but it also destroys the education system that we have put into place. The students are limited to a certain education, and the students are only being taught what is on these tests that they take once a year. Not only this, but the students completely judged upon how they do on these standardized tests they take once a year. So the student's education is based off of one test, and not every every classroom teaches the same curriculum. So just to conclude and revise everything that I talked about, how that these tests do not accurately represent students as a whole, how teachers are suffering from this as well and do not support these tests, as well as how they can hinder the opportunities. I would like to bring this topic to my peers as well as my teacher and kind of have a call to action to revise these testing plans and how we can change them to better help our students' education as well as their opportunities they could have later in life.